So hey, welcome to our first video from our new headquarters up in Hilton. We're not going to show you the rest of the place yet because it's not complete, but we have today actually a very special guest here, Johan. He's not only the guy that was very much instrumental in helping us build this place, but his main passion is actually not doing drywalls and ceilings, but car audio. For many years I've known Johan. So we've got a very special unboxing here. It's a very limited edition release of the Rockford T4 3-ways. Now these are in limited numbers. We got wind of these almost 9-10 months ago, and I think it was about then. And anyway, because we never had a solution for a 3-way setup, when Johan got wind of it, he says, I've got to get the first pair. So I said, I'll tell you what, if you help build this new headquarters, I'll make sure that happens. So today's the day, and we're going to unbox them. He's not seen the speaker. Neither have I. I lie. I've actually seen them in America, but I saw the prototypes. I didn't see them in their complete form. So I'm going to let you unbox these speakers, and we have to look at his expression on his face when he gets to it. Yeah.
It is open.
Sorry, it's pre-opened, yeah. We didn't want you to cut yourself with a speaker box, you see. We don't want blood on the table. So, yeah, as you can tell, they come presented in a beautiful individual case. Let's take them out of here. All right, there you go. Look at the excitement, like a kid, like on Christmas morning, eh?
I've been waiting for these a very long time.
Let's try and help them with that. Okay, so as you can see, just looking at the packaging, they show you a very detailed illustration of what you've got there. You've got a tweeter, you've got a 3-inch, and you've got a 6.5 or 6 3/4. Now these have been engineered to specifically work without active crossovers. I mean, sorry, my apologies, passive crossovers. They're designed to work with active crossovers. Which is, for the untrained person, might be a little bit confusing, because they'd say, well, how am I supposed to get each frequency band to each individual speaker? And that's where the challenge comes in. But at the same time, the flexibility, which is something that I think you certainly understand, because you've had 3-way speakers, am I right, before?
That's
so
correct.
You've experimented with it.
Yeah, I've experimented a lot.
Okay, good. So let's have a look what we got inside here. Okay, let's have a look what we get inside here. I'm pretty sure they'll have the...
Yep.
Wow. Beautifully laid out. And as I said, these are limited production. I think we got, probably the biggest quantity. They're not even available in the United States. They're only available in certain parts of Europe, Japan, and we were given the opportunity to buy them as Rockford diehard fanatics for the last 34 years. So yeah, we were first on the list, and we jumped at the opportunity.
Okay, these are the grills. I see the 3-inch grills and the 6.5-inch grills.
Separately packaged.
Yeah. I'm going to jump to the 3-inch straight away, because that's what I've been waiting for.
That's the holy grail, man.
Yeah.
So for the ones that don't obviously understand, what the different speakers are for, these are for mid-bass. They produce frequencies down to around 50 hertz, up to about 275, 300. The mid-range will come in at around 300 up to about 5 kilohertz, which is 5,000 hertz. Beautifully engineered. Look at the back of that. Oh my goodness, that is just next level. Unbelievable. I'm getting goosebumps just looking at them.
Look at the little basket. Ventilation. Lots of space for the speaker to breathe when it's producing its music.
So vocal accuracy is the key. Now, obviously, tweeters and mid-range typically are designed to deal with both. But to get the soundstage high up on the dash is a challenge. And now with that, a lot of the German cars have 3-way applications. So they would do that because they typically want to try and share the frequency band. And it's normally because their speakers are obviously designed for factory applications. And whereas in this case now you've got proper high end, and you can amplify, and you need to amplify each channel. So you need 6 channels of amplification, 1 per speaker. And then you've got to have a crossover network, which I'm sure you understand what those are all about.
Okay, now we got the tweeters, and they're a lot different from my T4 2-way component set that I have. This is, looks like just a standard, like a dome, and it looks like there's a...
Yeah, it'll be a silk dome tweeter, which is an audiophile design tweeter. Very easy. It doesn't have that typical titanium sound. And because you can run individual bands of amplification, and you can then obviously run individual bands of crossovers, you can run 24 dBs up to 48 dBs, whatever processor you want to run. So I mean, obviously Rockford has a DSR1. You could run individual channels quite happily through that. There's a bunch of processors, audio control, helix. As long as you understand that when you use these devices, that they have a frequency bandwidth that they function with. Now, normally a passive crossover would have been predetermined by the manufacturer, which limits you. This way, you've got limitless control. So you can custom tune your system perfectly, 100% perfectly for your vehicle and the music you like, and obviously for the kind of taste that you would want from it. So it's almost like getting an engine and having the ability to, on a laptop, fine-tune that motor to get the maximum from it. And this is exactly what you've got here.
Like this.
Very complex to set up if you have never done it, but if you are an audiophile enthusiast, absolutely opens endless amount of opportunity of what can be achieved there.
Here's the mid-bass
That's a serious
driver.
mid-bass driver.
Yeah.
That looks like T5 written all over it. It's got the same cooling for the coil, so that can handle a lot of power. Now, what's nice about that, you're not going to have any vocals coming out of here now, whereas typically you'd have vocals coming out of here, which would have meant that you lose a lot of your sound stage. Because now you're trying to get a tweeter to come in at 5K, and this is also going up to 5K. Now you can limit this, like I said earlier, to about 300 hertz, and you can just get proper mid-bass without any vocal. Because remember, as this cone moves, your vocal gets compromised because now the cone's moving, and the center of that cone's producing mid-range, which of course compromises your quality. Now you've only got this, obviously, to produce the mid-range, and that's designed to do what it's designed to do. And the tweeters obviously dealing with everything else above what this rolls off at, which will be about 5,000 hertz. And you can manipulate the crossover slopes, how much power. It's just amazing.
I like the big open design in the back here. And in the mid range as well.
Well, these were in the design for many months. And they, yes, I said, they're exclusive to only premium dealers and people that obviously understand how to use active crossover networks. Because you can easily make a mistake by running this into a full range just by hitting the wrong button on a DSR1 or an audio control or any DSP that has the ability to have active crossover networks. So yeah, that's obviously the reason behind why they're only sold to people that are full enthusiasts and understand. And yes, naturally, it's not to say that you can't fit them in vehicles that don't have three-way application. I mean, in your case, I think you've done some work on your A-pillars. Right?
I'm going to make new custom A-pillars for this setup, and then we'll review them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be excited to hear that.
Definitely.
Yeah, so, I mean, his work vehicle is his sound vehicle, and he spends a good time of his day in there. And I think these are going to get eaten up very quickly in the marketplace when there's, because the fact that they're limited production. We've only bought 10, we could only get 10, and that's probably the only 10 that you might see. So if anybody wants, get hold of a premium dealer, you can look us up on www.rockfordfosgate.co.za and look out for your premium dealers. And if you want to be the first to own a pair of these speakers, I think 2 pairs have been taken for already, or spoken for rather, so there's 8 pairs left. Yeah, and they will be gone before you know it. Anyway, enjoy.
Thank you.
Look out for more YouTube videos. We're going to be sending out YouTube videos regularly on product launches, and we're going to be showing off our new premises, which we're super excited about. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week.